you want to sound pro and look amazing without hiring an audio or video specialist, well, I'm walking you through the exact tools that Riverside gives you to make that happen. Specifically, we're talking about Riverside's AI producer mode. If you struggle with video editing, audio cleanup, this is gonna save you hours of time, and it's gonna help you get your YouTube videos and your podcast so much closer to the finish line without a ton of legwork on your end. Let's check it out. The first thing you're gonna do is open your Riverside account and then click on the project. Here's a video I did with Robert. This is a podcast, a video podcast. I'm gonna click here on all participants and export at 1080. I could export at 4K, but the files are huge. So 1080 it is. Give it a second to load up here. The first thing I'm gonna do is click on AI Producer. I'm not gonna get into these down here on the right. Branding, where you can put your logo, music, you can add music, images, there's B-roll, there's captions. We're just gonna be focusing on this AI Producer mode. So the first thing we're gonna look at here is remove pauses. So there's 177 pauses in here. That adds up, as you can see here, to 1 minute and 32 seconds. I don't recommend doing this for long form video. If you're cutting shorts that are snappy, then you wanna remove pauses, because we're in this world where like TikTok and Instagram shorts have to be like bop, 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 with no pauses. People respond well to that. So moving on. Next is removing filler words. This you could use for your podcast. If it's long form, if people say or ah, that stuff can get obnoxious, in my opinion. Some people leave that in because it's natural, but I just want to show you how this works. We're gonna hit apply here and let it do its thing. So you can see here is an ah that was removed. There's another ah right here next to the word lifetime. You're gonna see more of these as we go through. I tend to do it a lot. Here's an So you wanna be careful. You wanna listen back to make sure that is something you wanna cut. Don't just like willy-nilly start cutting all of them. Some you do wanna leave in, and some aren't gonna make the best cut. Riverside does a great job of this, but sometimes the computer's not gonna do the best cut, and it might sound blippy or skippy. So check that before you just export. But what I really like, and what I think is rad, is this find fluff. So it's gonna recommend parts to cut. So I'm gonna hit apply, and you can see here, it's telling me, remove this section as it seems to be an informal discussion not meant for public release. So, okay, I'm gonna hit apply. Let's cut that. Any kind of filler is good to cut. So I went ahead and did that. I'm gonna pull the AI producer back up and smart mute. Before we get into magic audio, this one, I wanna do smart mute because I have a tendency when I'm interviewing someone, I'm a loud breather. And when I listen back or when I'm editing the tracks, you can hear myself like, it's absurd. I'm a mouth breather. I've always had nasal problems. So mute anyone not talking. Let's do that for Eric. So it was off. That's unmute, and then that would be mute. So on my track, I like to do that. I don't know if I need to do it on the guests. Right now, I'm going to unmute theirs. You could, if they're a loud breather, or sometimes there's faint background noise. Hey, just to show you what it looks like, let's do both of these. So when either of us isn't talking, we're muted. Sick. Saves time in post. All these tools are going to save you time. That's kind of the reality of it. You might want to put these on, and you've already saved probably 50% of your time. And then you can go through and make the final edit. But this is a great way to get you 50%, possibly even closer to your finished product without having to do like the painstaking tasks. The next one that's rad is magic audio. And so I'm going to apply it, and it beefs things up. It fixes some EQ problems. If something's a little tinny or maybe something's overly bassy, it's going to fix that with its algorithm automatically. 70% is a lot of processing. I like to process a little bit on my own in post, but love putting it to like 20%. And then when I do go and do my final pass, it already sounds pretty good, and the tweaks I have to make are minimal. So if we didn't want it on Robert's track, just on mine, you can see here, you can turn it on and off. Boom, boom. Eye contact is another one that's good. I just recently starting experimenting with that. So if you are looking off camera for some reason, the algorithm will kind of move your eyes so you're looking straight at the camera. It's pretty damn good too. You can notice like it looks a little fake sometimes, but overall worth checking out. Let's go to smart layouts. So I like this because it automatically switches the camera from like full screen wide shot on the person talking. That way, and it's pretty good too. That way you don't have to like cut back and forth on your own. The computer will do that for you. So if there's two of you side by side, it will cut to the full screen of the person talking while the video is playing. So you don't have to do it on your own. And again, if you want to fine tune these things, you can, or if you like to do them on your own, but this will get you so much closer to your finished product so much faster. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this. Say you're a bigger production, maybe corporate enterprise level, or just a big creative. Boom, so it did that switch automatically. So you got to see both of us, then it cut to me. A song directly from an artist. Like say you wanted to put an Ozzy Osbourne song in your video.
So it's not as dissimilar as you may think. First,
okay.
RIP Ozzy, and proud and honored to say
I love how it
watch him a few different times in my lifetime.
I'm gonna pause it. I love how it will pull both of us up, but then it has a good rhythm of then flipping to the person talking, because you want kind of that visual of both people, and then cut to the person talking, and that timing and pacing. Their algorithm does a great job with that.
And honored to say that I was able to watch him.
We're talking about Ozzy here.
But great reference, and I'm
I just
appreciative that you said that.
Current affair.
What ends up happening in the process of being a songwriter or a recording artist is that you sign a publishing deal.
There we go.
In that publishing deal, you grant the publishing company those bundle of rights that I was talking about earlier, right?
Right. So it knew I was shaking my head right now and like verbally agreeing with him. So the wide shot was on him, and then it cut to both of us, which is rad. So in any case, guys, AI Producer is going to be your best friend. It's going to help you so much and save so much of your time. So definitely check it out. The people at Riverside are doing great work. They're constantly updating the technology in their app. And I think it's going to continue to get better. They're going to continue to think of the things that content creators need, which I love, and excited to see what continues to develop with them, for me, and for you. So riverside.fm. And if you want 20% off, I have a promo code that you can use. It's the name of my podcast, which is called Clipped, CLIPPED. And any new person signing up for a Riverside plan can get 20% off with my promo code. That is promo code CLIPPED, CLIPPED. And until next time, guys, keep listening, keep engaging, keep creating. I'm out.